What can I say? This finale wasn't perfect, but it strangely closed up everything the way that I needed it to, while also leaving it open-ended enough to give me a strange kind of hope. Given that this had to be shape-shifted into a last-minute finale, they honestly managed to bring every character full circle in this episode. We finally got to see Lizzie find some stability and foundation in a life without her sister. Knowing for real now that after everything she went through, she is so strong. Because if she can still stand after everything that she went through, she can handle whatever life throws her way. And finally, semi-uninterrupted, Missy is now endgame. I have been waiting for 4 seasons, and honestly, I didn't get enough, but I'm satisfied knowing they're together at least. Hey Finch, all I have to say is I'm glad you found a place where you belong. I'm glad that she found her place at the Salvatore School outside of Josie and without Josie. After everything that she lost, she finally found a pack, a family of her own. And Ben and Jed both found freedom because they are no longer defined by their curses. Which I was not expecting Jed to get lifted from his werewolf curse. And can we just talk about how cute and heartwarming their ending is? They're living this happy couple life together out in a camper in the woods. What else could you ask for? And I will admit, y'all know at first I didn't see the chemistry in Cleo and Caleb. And I will admit, these past 3 episodes changed my mind. Not only are they endgame, but we know from Cleo in the future, they are happily ever after. And when we figured out that Cleo is the future headmistress of the school, I was like, okay sis, you do your thing, you deserve it. And I can never go an episode without having to say something bad about you. Okay, you were really ready to close the school because you feel some type of way about Ethan's death. Because you felt like, oh, this time, I failed you as students. As if you haven't been out here risking these students' lives since season 1. You talked about this being your biggest mistake? Don't think we forgot about you sending your students to a prison world. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I don't care how you feel. You are about to displace all of your students that don't have anywhere to go, don't have any other homes, because you feel bad and you don't want to do it anymore? And then you had Lizzie over here buying into your mess too, acting like a Saltzman, not a Forbes. But that is okay, because when she walked into the building, sense came back into the conversation. And I knew she was coming back into the episode, but when she entered, I was shook. Okay, I wasn't ready. And don't think it's lost on me that next season we would have seen Caroline Forbes as the headmistress. We're really not going to be able to see what she would have done with it. Lark was over here really saying, I have failed the dream that this school was built on, so I have no choice but to close. But I bet you that if Caroline was in charge when this happened, a person who was essential on building that dream, she would not have closed the school, and I will put that on Stefan Salvatore. Look, I was not expecting this to be a FaceTime from Peace, but it still hit me in the emotions the right way, the way I expected it to. As soon as they played those flashbacks of Hope's life and her time with Klaus, it tugged me right in the heartstrings and my tears instantly started. Like, it's really leaving me speechless, hearing Klaus's last message and knowing that he's at peace. Just seeing this character that I never thought I would see on my screen again. It's just a feeling that I can't describe, and although him and Hope didn't really interact, it still did for me what I needed it to do. And then imagine knowing that you love somebody but not being able to feel it. I feel so bad for Landon and this card he was dealt. Even at the end, Hope did exactly what MG, Caleb, and Jed did when they got to the other side. She only called Landon because she needed something. She summoned Landon. She didn't start with, hello, how are you? How is your life in limbo? How is it being the ferryman? She instantly said, can you bring back my father? And there's something that's genuinely sad about seeing this inflamed pigeon as a husk of his former self, not being able to feel any emotion. And Hope, after everything that she's been through, I'm glad that she finally got to find some semblance of peace. A peace that we really haven't seen her have since the end of the originals. But a part of me still feels sad for her because she didn't get her happy ending. Like, this journey, everything that she's been through in Legacies has just made her settle with being content. It's made her settle in not having the life for Landon that she wants, because she finally realizes she can't save him. Hope moving on to this next chapter of her life, there's something sweet about it, but also bitter. It kind of makes you wonder, okay, it's amazing that she's at peace, but will she ever really find happiness? And I know I'm a Hosey shipper, and I will always be. And I'm not over here trying to reach or pull things out of thin air. The only person that Hope trusted with the weapon that would body her was Lizzie. And that right there told me everything that I needed to know. Also knowing that Josie really did work with the Michelsons to turn on Hope's humanity when Lizzie couldn't, when Landon couldn't, that right there also told me everything I need to know. And I can't even lie, I thought it was a better ending for Ethan's character if he actually stayed in limbo with Landon saving people. It would have been a better conclusion in him becoming the hero he always wanted to be. And thank you, Legacies, for giving me the chance to see Pietro one last time. And did I miss something? When did Wade become the post office man of the Salvatore School?